Welcome to the vlog, hope you're well. Those of you that watched last week's vlog where I was we were at Bakewell, or just outside Bakewell at Green Hills Holiday Park, you'd have known that we had the misfortune of breaking down. Sorry, I'm playing with I'll tell you about this in a minute. So I put that away. So we broke down. Now I'd had the battery fitted 3 or 4 days before we went, so just as a recap, the car went completely dead. I tried to turn the ignition on, nothing, absolutely, like a complete flat battery. So in desperation, I took the key out, undid the seatbelt, opened the door, shut the door, put the seatbelt on, put the key in again, like hopefully to reset it. I don't think it didn't work first time, but if you look at last week's vlog, you'll see we were kind of stuck there for over a minute. Now it seemed like about 3 hours, but it was only a minute. A few people commented on the Facebook, or maybe on the YouTube, I can't remember, they commented anyway, to say that they had similar problems, and it was the batteries in the remote control, of the remote control fob, you know, where you unlock the car. So I've replaced both of those. Now when I got home, as a test, I got my spare set of keys out, and it didn't unlock the car because the batteries were flat. So I'm kind of hoping that was the issue. Hasn't done it since. It did it twice when we were away, once when we were towing, and once when Mandy popped out to Bakewell to get some shopping on her own. Unfortunately, it did it again. So it's a real pain. It's an intermittent thing, but hopefully we're at the bottom of it. See, this is the idea of the caravan community, and you publish something, and there'll be somebody somewhere that's had the problem already, and this seems to be the case. So thanks for commenting. It's always appreciated when people comment, and I do try to reply to every comment if possible. Very exciting week this week. I've had a phone call from people. I'm going to have to be a bit cagey about this. I'm going to have to be one of the typical vloggers that say, got some really big news, but I can't tell you. You'll have to subscribe to find out more. And unfortunately, that's going to have to be the case. But if you've been with me for a while, for any length of time, you know that I don't bullshit about things. I don't say, you know, watch next week, there's some big things happening. And I'll tell you it straight. So there is something hopefully happening. Now I can't tell you because it's completely out of my hands, and I don't want to go on here telling you this is going to happen, that's going to happen, and it doesn't happen. You know, I've seen enough vlogs with people saying things like that, and then you know, I'm not that sort of channel, so I'm not going to do that. But I am excited, so I just want to tell you about what I can't tell you about. Absolute lunatic. So, Awning Dilemma. We have an Awning Dilemma. Both of us, me and Maddie. We're discussing what to do. So, we've got a 4-metre Isabella air awning, the Cirrus 400, with an annex, and we're using it less and less. You know, the thing is, caravan life kind of mirrors personal life, right? So when you're younger, you will have family and kids that come with you, and maybe dogs and stuff like that, and you've got like a big awning that you need at the side because it's handy when it's raining or when it's wet. And in the summer, your kids can maybe sleep out there. You know, it doubles the amount of room you have in a caravan, as we all know. Life goes on, life moves on, pets pass away, children move out or don't come on holiday with you anymore. So your requirements for an awning change as well, as the caravan layout changes as well, which is why we're on our 4th caravan now. So each kind of phase of life, your caravan layout requirements change. The stage we're at the moment is me and Mandy that use the caravan, put up the awning. It's not overly difficult, but it is reasonably time consuming, and we find when it's up we don't really use it anyway. So what's the point of bringing it? No point. So Bakewell, so last week we were going to take the Isabella. I'd put it, as you saw in the vlog, I put it in the boot, but last minute changed their mind, took it out and just put the porch awning. So that's a 2.6 metre wide Dometic. I'll put the name of it here because it's Legaro or something. I don't know, it's stupid names they give these things. But nice and easy to put up. Blows up in, I don't know, just a minute, not many pegs, and it's done. It's up. But what we did last week, we put it up, and then the next day we took it down again because, you know, you only have to experience bad wind in an awning. Yes, missus, you only have experienced bad wind with an awning. What, I can't keep saying that. You only have to experience windy conditions that's no better, is it? Anyway, if you experience bad weather with an awning, you only put it up once. You don't, like, same with the canopy. You've got to be really careful when there's like 40, 50 mile an hour winds. Awnings are expensive things, and I'm not actually sure whether that sort of damage to awnings is covered with insurance. Oh, note to self, talk about insurance. So, what's our dilemma? So our dilemma now is basically the whole idea of us buying a canopy. We've got the caravan store, Fiamma Caravan Store, for 4.1 metre maybe canopy, which is great. Put it on the caravan, slide it on the caravan and use it. Absolutely great. The problem is, to take it on and off the awning, you have to basically unroll it. So you undo the zip, unravel it, because the caravan store awning, the canopy has a continual kind of bar across there, so it won't flex and bend. So you can't take it around the corner of the awnings. Now, caravan manufacturers, how long have you been building caravans for? I'll tell you, over 75 years, and still you haven't managed to create like where you put your awning in, down in the awning. Why not have one, just the straight part of the roof, straight part, then it starts to bend. As it starts to bend, have one there so that I can just pull my canopy off and put it on again without having to unravel it. Come on, I mean, how difficult is that? So that's a bit of a dilemma, because once you've got the caravan store canopy on, it uses your awning rail, so then you can't put a porch awning up, because there are times when really the canopy is just a sunshade and somewhere to shelter in mild weather, mild rain, right? Not wind. I mean, we had it in the south of France actually. Maybe you've seen a vlog. I'll try and dig out the footage, but there's no way I'm going to be able to find it. But it's the canopy like blowing around in the wind, and I've got this big yellow storm strap over it. I've got, so many. There's more storm strap than canopy. I mean, it's ridiculous, and it just so easily rip. So take it in, but then you've got nothing outside. So dilemma. What I call a full awning, but it isn't. Isabella called it a porch awning, which confuses her. A 4 metre porch awning, a 2.6 metre awning, a 4 metre canopy. If I use the canopy, I can't take an awning. So I was looking at, I don't know how to pronounce it, Thule, whatever, a Swedish, Norwegian, Finnish company. I know nothing about them. Omnistore. It's a roll-out canopy. You see them usually motorhomes or camper vans have them. On top of it sits on the roof. I'll include some photos of it. So they look great. However, as a friend pointed out to me today when I was talking to him about it, they are a bit ugly. My point is, if you have one of these, you can also use a porch awning, because it doesn't affect the awning rail. So you could have that on, so I could use the canopy if I wanted, or no, weather's a bit inclement, bring it in, it's like that, inclement, bring it in, put the porch awning on. I could use either at the same time, whereas now I'd have to take off. So our plan at the moment, this is where our dilemma gets a bit worse. So we're going away next weekend. We don't know whether we should take the canopy or the porch awning. So what we're thinking of doing is putting the canopy on the other side of the of the caravan, and if the weather's nice enough, we take it off, and if the weather's bad, we'll just put the porch awning up. Maybe I could make if anyone knows, let me know in the comments. Make a kind of an entry point on the awning at the straight where just before it goes, so I could slide the canopy on without. See, that would be the answer to maybe a lot of my prayers, because I would then look at our friends that we're going away with next weekend. They've got caravan store zip with the privacy room, so that's 2 sides and a front, or you could have just one side. That also gets over another caravanning dilemma: windbreaks. Now, I've never wanted to spend a lot of money on windbreaks, so I've ended up buying cheap ones, and the cheap ones are, well, crap really. You use them one season and throw them away. Not only is that very wasteful, it's also very expensive, but I don't want to spend £300 or £400 on windbreaks because I don't use them very often. Who said caravanning was easy? On the subject of awnings and canopies and the like, windbreaks, this week I've made a purchase. Now at the NEC, you know, when I had my meltdown, I was like talking, because I was trying to force myself to talk to companies to do collaborations with them so that I could bring you reviews of stuff without me needing to pay for them. Now, at the moment, I'm earning money so I could buy accessories. Now, when I'm retired, you know, yes, I'll keep going on about it, but when I retire, obviously my income will be less. And my outgoings will be less, but my income will be less. So I don't think I could be able to justify going out and buying a lot of stuff to review. So I thought, what a good idea it would be if I speak to companies. And now I emailed a couple of them and that was all fine, but I basically bottled it. I just didn't have the nerve to go and speak to them and say, this is me, can I review some of your stuff for free? It's just like asking people for free stuff. I'm really not used to doing it. And I know in a way it's not free really, because I'm spending time and doing vlogs, and anyway, you know, we've been all through this before. So this week I purchased some. Oh, no, what I was going to say is, I did speak to Peggy Pegs at the show. I had my Caravan Vlogger shirt on. I thought, you know what, maybe if I talk to them, ask questions, they'll go, oh, do you have a YouTube channel? And then is them, you know, anyway, they didn't. So I didn't buy anything at the show because I think the stuff is really expensive. I looked online at some of their packs and like 90 odd pound for like 50 odd pegs. I didn't buy those. What I did buy is these aluminium 10 pegs, awning pegs. Not very long, I don't know how long they are, but the beauty of these and the reason I bought them, can I focus on that? Can you just focus on that? There you go. It wants to focus on my face, and basically, who could blame it? So the beauty of these is they're banging and screw out. So get your mallet, whack them in, boom, boom, boom. Then separately you purchase something like that, which is a little tool that enables you to put it on and unscrew it. Of course, with my delicate office hands, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd have blisters by the end of the day. So see, I can't even pull these off. So it comes out and it's got a drill end on it. What do I have to cover my face just to get it in focus? So you put it in your drill. That's good, isn't it? Now this sort of stuff is expensive. I think this was maybe £10 and these were for 4 maybe £15, £20 maybe for 4. So I bought 12 because 4 ain't enough. The place we're going to next week, hard standing pitch, so I'm going to be able to try these. What it does come with as well is these clips. Now what these clips enable you to do, and this is quite a clever little system, you don't have to bang them in all the way right up to there. As you can see, it's got like marks on there. Oh, for God's sake. It's got 3, yeah, you see them, 3 kind of stages, if you like. And what that's for is you could put these on, you bang them in, bang, 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 and when if you can only get them in, say, that far, you can then lock these and you can attach your ladder thing to that, you see. Or you could, if you want to bang it a bit more, you can go right to the top if you like. There you go. Take them off, you just bend it down. See, this is why companies won't give me products to review, because I'm sure. Oh, I better bleep that out. Honestly, stay tuned. I'll let you know how I get on. Right, I did a note to self about insurance. A quick word about Caravan Insurance. Now, we've had a few conversations on the Facebook group recently. If you're not a member already, please see link below. In the details below, there'll be a link to the Facebook group. If you want to join, it's a private group. I'm happy for people to join, but you must answer the questions. It does answer a few questions like, do you have a caravan? I don't care if you have one or not. That's fine if you're like a newbie, happy days, more the merrier. So if you have a caravan, yes or no, put no. And do you agree? Do you agree to abide by the rules of the Facebook group? Yes or no, or just say yes. If you put no answers, I will decline your request. I will put a reason why I've declined it so that you know, but just answer the questions and we're happy to have you. So, caravan insurance. I'm going to get this wrong. Old for new, I'll say. Got an old caravan, get a new one. Old for new insurance. Now, there was a bit of confusion about old for new insurance. What you would think is, if you insure your caravan, you say, how much is caravan worth? You say £25,000. So for 5 years, they might agree, every time you insure, you'll get a new caravan for up to 5 years. After 5 years old, it's just the normal, caravan insurance kind of thing. So old for new, you insure your caravan, 25,000. 3 years later, you write your caravan off, total loss, no problem. I've got old for new insurance, hurrah. Your lovely caravan that you bought 5 years ago is now actually worth, to buy new, is £35,000. Will they buy you a new caravan? No, they won't. No, they won't, because you insured it. You said it was worth £25,000. This is very important to note. All that it's new, old for new is just marketing slang or the marketing verbiage for you insuring for a certain amount. So, for example, with this caravan, when we bought it, it was £24,000. A year later, it was £27,000. So when I next came to insure it, the insurance was good enough to say, look, is this still how much a new caravan is worth? When I had a look, oh no, it isn't. So can I change the value to £27,000, please? And because you're insured for more, your premium goes up, right? So it goes up, I don't know, say 20 quid or whatever. But you've got to remember, and it's your duty. I mean, my insurance company was good enough to put a note in to remind me, because I didn't know. So each year, basically, the caravan prices go up. Your insurance premium might go up as well. But if I didn't have old for new insurance with this caravan, or in fact the old one, I wrote one off like was that 2 years ago? In fact, 2 years ago in April it was, believe it or not. Wow. If I hadn't have done that, I'd have bought the caravan, insured it, say 24,000 or whatever it was. I'd have had to crash 2 weeks later. They would have then given me the price of a second-hand one. Which, I mean, I don't know what the depreciation is on a new caravan. I mean, I know the market's good at the moment, but I can imagine they might have given me, say, 21,000. So for me, having a caravan 2 weeks, I'm down £3,000 or £4,000. So I would have had to. And another thing to remember: caravan insurance. Remember the 5th of November. No, remember to add all your accessories, like for instance, if you've got air conditioning, motor movers, EMP leveling. You've got to tell them, because I did this when we insured our first caravan before it got written off. I said the value of the aircon, the value of the motor movers. So I don't know, say after all that it was worth £30,000. So that's what I insured it for. So when I come to make a claim, they added it all up, the new caravan, the motor movers, this, that and the other, and they said, yep, that's fine. It doesn't come to more than £30,000, so we'll pay. And what it actually did was moved all the old stuff from this caravan. But obviously, if your caravan was stolen, there's nothing to move, so you've got to buy everything new. So just a little tip there on caravan insurance. Old for new, make sure you get your values right. Simple. I know it means it costs you a bit more, but if the worst does happen, you are covered. And honestly, I speak through experience, and a reasonably good experience with my insurance. I got my premium, I got my values right, I paid the premium. The only downside of all of it was that I'd had the caravan for 2 weeks. So I paid £300,000, 30,000. I've paid £300 for caravan insurance on, I don't know, let's say the 15th of February. No, 15th of March. On the 1st of April, that caravan was written off. Then when I bought my new insurance, say, I don't know, June time, I had to pay a whole year's premium again, because that insurance has finished. Now I don't think that's the same with car insurance. If your car gets stolen, you don't pay the whole premium again. You've still got, say, 8 months left on your insurance. So that's just, anyway, that's another thing to be wary of. Hopefully it won't happen to you. So that's pretty much it, really. There's like I say, big news coming. I can't say anything yet. Get ready for the thumbnail. Again, we're away next week. There's a few bank holidays coming up, so hopefully we'll be able to get away a bit, as hopefully you will too. And if you're on the Facebook page and you go away, share your photos with us. We all like to see a good caravan holiday. That's all from me. Please like and subscribe. There'll be some links for the Peggy Pegs down the bottom. To be honest, I'll put some Amazon links down the bottom, because if you buy these or anything from the links, then I do get a bit of commission. However, it might be cheaper buying them direct from Peggy Pegs. So shop around. Don't just trust me. This is quality caravan vlogging. Motorhome vloggers, I mean, have they all gone absolutely stark raving mad? They're all having the biggest disasters. Oh, big disaster. What's happened? Oh, I chipped a toenail. Oh, you know, come on guys, get real. Keep it real like us caravan. Why have motorhomers got to be stark raving lunatics? Honestly, all of them. Why have motorhomers that vlog got to be lunatics? And it's always the younger ones as well, not us senior gentlemen. We are, you know, we upstanding, normal. We're giving you vlogs just real, not, you know. I can't even think of a bizarre, like, I've run over my cat and killed my grandmother. And then when you watch the vlog, you think, well, that'd be interesting. Well, how did that happen, I wonder? And it's not, oh my God, I nearly killed my cat and my mum nearly had a heart attack because I nearly killed my cat. You know, that ain't the same. It's clickbait. There you are. Watch them if you want. You know, watch them and be damned. That's all from me, I think. Enough of rambling. Vlogger through the looking glass.